Hello, anyone not still living in the 1970s. We interrupt your day to bring you this announcement. Husker Ninja is in the building. Alright guys, you're here with, I believe it's episode 11 of the Memphis Tigers Dynasty here. We're in week 12, got like 3 games left this year. And the 7-2 Memphis Tigers are playing host to the 6-3 USF Bulls. You see right there, they're behind Cincinnati in the athletic division. Hello everyone, welcome to rainy Liberty Bowl Memorial Stadium here in Memphis, Tennessee. We've got a Week 12 matchup between the 7-2 Memphis Tigers and 6-3 USF Knights. Both teams are bowl eligible, so they've both been having pretty good seasons. But USF needs a win, and they need Cincinnati to lose a couple games in order to make the inaugural American Athletic Conference Championship game. Memphis, I think, is pretty close to icing it up, like cinching up a spot from their division, but I don't remember for sure. Anyway, this outstanding defense is going to be on the field first. We'll see if they can stop the South Florida offense. Eveld wants to pass on first down, caught by Hopkins, brought down by McCain after a gain of 7. Sets up a quick 2nd and 3 here from their own 32 for South Florida. Alright, 2nd down, 3 to go here for the Bulls. They give to Pierre. He broke one tackle, gets hit by Anthony Watson. And Michael Pierre is going to be stopped a couple inches shy of the first down. 3rd down and inches from the 35 here for South Florida. If they can't get a couple inches here, this could be a really long day. They give to Pierre, and Winton McManus will take Pierre down, but not before he's got the first. So USF avoids going 3 and out to start the game. And now they'll look to punch it into the end zone, probably. That seems like a nice goal. They give to Pierre on first down. He's got 4. 3 carries, 8 yards for Michael Pierre. It'll set up a 2nd and 6 from the 41. Here you go, 2nd down for South Florida. Minute 20 on here in this game. Bravo Brown gets the handoff now, and Lonnie Ballantyne wraps him up, but Bravo Brown is going to fall forward and pick up the first anyway. Right, here you go, 1st and 10. Ball is near midfield. I think it's down at the 48. So a nice little opening drive here for the Bulls, and that's going to be his touchdown. Derek Hopkins beat his man, and it's a 52-yard touchdown catch. You can see right there, he just beat the coverage. They were playing run, and that's when they went pass and took a shot deep. So not even 2 minutes gone, and South Florida's up 7-0. Cincinnati beats UCF 28-21. They're 9-2. Central Florida's 5-5. So they still need a win to get bowl eligibility. Elsewhere, Washington can't quite pull out the upset against UCLA, and Ohio State is tied with Illinois at 17, nearing the end of the 4th in that game. For the record, Illinois was 5-4, so we'll have to see how that plays out here. And Harris wants to return. Got away from one. A solid return there by Carl Harris. Call it again a 30 on the return, actually, and it'll be first down for Memphis from their own 30. The man open underneath on first down, and Patrick drops it. Jacob Karam has had a lot of freshman growing pains this year. He's thrown an obscenely high number of picks. But this would be a nice, take the last 3 games and try and get him some momentum for the future. Hayes gets 20 yards right there on second down. First down from midfield now for Memphis. That's something else they really haven't done a ton of. The running game struggled this year. And right there, Hayes gets 4. But both Hayes and Karam will be back next year. Hopefully with a full off season under their belts, they'll be able to help improve this offense, because Coach Jakub Kolenkov's had to spend a lot of time recruiting for defense. I mean, they replace a ton of defensive starters next year. Ballantyne's a senior, I remember. I think there are a couple seniors on the defensive line. There might be a senior corner, if not the rest are redshirt juniors, so they'll be on next year. And not sure what Karam was doing there. It's incomplete, so it's up 4th and 6. But they're in no man's land, so... Yeah, Yakov's had to spend a lot of time recruiting for defense, because within the next 2 years, I think almost all of the defensive starters are going to be replaced. So hopefully the offense just improves as key playmakers return. 4th and 6, Karam taking a shot. Can't get his foot in bounds. That was a nice little throw there, just led it a little too far for Jones, I think that was. So South Florida takes over again. I mean, if they had punted, they get maybe 10 yards of field position difference. They thought, why not go for it? Well, it doesn't work there, and there goes Evaldi on the read option. Got brought down by Ballantyne. Tack on 15 free yards, though. He got brought down by his face mask. Alright, 1st and 10 from the 34 of Memphis for USF. Looking to go up 2 scores here before the first quarter even ends. They want to screen to Pierre. Wynton McManus can't make the tackle, but he slowed him up enough. This slowed his progress just enough. Alright, I'm sorry for the yelling. My family is loud. Anyway, it's 2nd and 6. USF's on the move again. I give to Pierre. And he's got a ton of running room. Dion Whitty gonna knock Michael Pierre out, but not before he gets 24. 4 rushes, 32 yards for Pierre. 1st and goal from the 6 of the Tigers for the Bulls. And this has not been a very nice start at all. Memphis is undefeated at home this year. Their only 2 losses came on the road in Cincy, and they lost on the road in the Grove against Southern Miss way back in week 2. But if they don't get a defensive stop here or figure something out soon, this could turn ugly, I think. 2nd and goal from the 10-yard line for South Florida. They give to Bravo Brown. Wynton McManus is right there. Bravo Brown barely got back to the line of scrimmage. Now it's 3rd and goal from the 9. Can this Memphis defense come up with the goal line stand? Eveld wants to pass, has a man open. It's Andre Davis. And he was wide open in the end zone. So just like that, South Florida's lead is now 14-0 pending the extra points. Still got 35 seconds to go with the first quarter here. And the upset is complete. Number 1 Ohio State falls in the horseshoe to the Illinois Fighting Illini 24-17. Nathan Shieldhouse had 3 touchdowns and 172 yards. And so the Fighting Illini are bowl eligible, and number 1 is unbeaten no more. Our game is 14-0 South Florida here. Harris with another solid return out across the 30. This time he gets out to the 32. And that is where this Tigers offense will set up shop. Got 31 seconds to go first quarter. And Hayes has absolutely nothing doing. Blown up in the backfield for a loss of 4. Vidal Montgomery was there to make the play. Hayes with 4 carries for 25 yards. Goes underneath. Caught by dropped by Jones. There's a flag on the play though, and it's going to be roughing the passer. That's on Vidal Montgomery. So first down Memphis from their own 43. This should be the final play of the first quarter. Memphis is on the move again. Last time the drive stalled just past midfield. But we played a quarter here in Memphis. South Florida leads the hometown Tigers 14-0 after 1. 2nd and 11 from their own 42 for Memphis as we begin the second quarter of play. Goes underneath, has a man, it's Joe Craig. And Craig with an 8-yard reception to set up a manageable 3rd and 3. Third down from midfield. This is probably no man's land again. Although really you want to go for it. Or just get the first down here. Karam only gets a yard though. 4th and 2, and what play do you call? Fourth down, Memphis needs only 2 yards to convert. Goes underneath, caught by Craig, and Joe Craig has the first down. I'll tell you what, Joe Craig's had himself a pretty good year. He got 2 catches for 13 yards today, but he's been the number 1 receiver all year long. K1 Malone with a close number 2, I think. And on first down, Jalen Spencer will knock that down. 2nd and 10 from the 44 of South Florida. Here we go, 2nd down, 4:53 to go first half. Fires over the middle, and that was nearly intercepted. 3rd down and 10, and you're in 2-down territory again, so I think you look to get positive yardage. Don't need it all right here, you just need some. Has a man open, and that was underthrown again. Cam just can't get anything going. It would. Memphis is just going to call a timeout. Hit the wrong button there. Alright. 1 for 2 on 4th down today is Memphis. They need 10 right here. 4:46 to go first half. Already down 2 scores. Karam will take a shot deep. There's a flag, and he's going to be bailed out. They're going to get roughing the passer, and that'll give Memphis new life. Ryan Giddens was the guilty party there. Now Memphis is in field goal range, thankfully. First down from the 29. They were just firing up a prayer there on 4th and 10. Not the play call I would have chosen. They want Malone on the screen. K1 Malone with a broken tackle. 10-yard reception there on the screen for K1 Malone. And it'll be 2nd and inches from the 19. 3 for 10 for 23 yards today is Karam. And they're in the red zone here at the South Florida 19. They give to Hayes. And Brandon Hayes goes right up the middle for 11. First and goal, Memphis. 6 carries, 35 yards for Brandon Hayes. And Memphis is looking to knot things up here. Alright, it's over the middle. Caught. Joe Craig on the slant. He's got 8 yards and a touchdown. 4 for 11, 31 yards, and the score today is Karam. And Memphis has cut this deficit in half. With a 2-minute, 35-second and 68-yard drive, I think. And now it's 14-7 South Florida. Still 4 minutes to go first half. Montgomery will take a knee and it'll come out to the 25. Right, first down, South Florida. They moved the ball at will their first 2 drives of the game. We'll see if they can do the same thing here for their third. Evold wants to pass on first down to Montgomery. Davario Montgomery with 9 yards to set up a manageable 2nd and 1. Actually, a short 2nd and 1. Bobby Evold is 5 for 5 with 2 touchdowns. And 80 yards, I think. McFarland in motion on 2nd and 1. They give to Pierre, and Anthony Watson blows it up in the backfield. Charles Harris will get credit for the tackle, but Anthony Watson was the first defender there. 3rd and 2, South Florida. 2 for 2 on 3rd downs today already are the Bulls. And they've got a short 3rd and 2 right here. I think both safeties are seniors in Anthony Watson and Valentine, but maybe it's only Watson. I'm not sure. Anyway, they get the first down, move the chains. It'll be 1st and 10 from their own 40 for the USF Bulls. Evold wants to run the read option. He's got 6 yards. And so it'll be 2nd and 4. And they've got a nice little drive going again. This defense has not shown up to play today. Let me just tell you that. They give to Pierre, and Pierre has all kinds of daylight. Gain of 16. They're into Memphis territory again. 7 rushes, 53 yards, and they got it at the 39 of South Florida. Of Memphis, sorry. 2:30 to go first half. Evold going to take off. Chauncey Lanier can't bring him down, but he slowed him down enough for Ballantyne to finish him off. Still a nice scramble there. 3 rushes, 30 yards. And they can't stop anybody right now. First down from the 20 of Memphis. They want the screen to Bravo Brown, and Tank Jakes is having none of that. Loss of 4 on the screen. It's 2nd and 14 for South Florida. What a play there by the middle linebacker, Tank Jakes. Evold wants to pass on 2nd and 14. Caught by Derek Hopkins. He got 3 catches, 63 yards and a score. That one's only good for 5 though. 3rd and 9 from the 20 in Memphis. This Tigers defense looking to hold the field goal try. Evold wants to pass. Throw into the end zone. Incomplete. And that is the first incompletion of the day for Bobby Evold. And this Memphis defense bends but doesn't break, and South Florida's got to settle for 3 instead of 7. The kick is up, and that is no good off the upright. And we got a studio update, number 2, Syracuse trailing Florida State 13-10. A minute 20 left till halftime in Tallahassee. Florida State's having a poor season. They're 4-5. What an upset that would be. Well, what a break Memphis got when that field goal doinked off the uprights. They've got a minute 20 and 2 timeouts to try and tie things up before half. Cam under pressure and sacked. Loss of 7. Tayshawn Whitehurst, the first man to him. And so now it's 2nd and 17. They'll take a shot deep. Intercepted by Spencer. The pressure was coming again. And now there's a flag. I think that was a face mask on the tackle. So they were taking a shot trying to tie it. It's intercepted. 15 yards on the face mask. And now it's first down from the 29 of Memphis for the Bulls. Still got a minute 1 second till half. Can this Memphis defense make another stop? Evold wants to pass. Feeling the pressure. Jakes takes him down. It's a loss of 3. 2nd down and 13. South Florida burned their first time out there. Evold wants to pass again. Those diving catch there by Andre Davis. And he got out of bounds. So that'll save him from having to burn a timeout. Their second red zone trip today. The first one resulted in 6. And Evold loses 3 yards on the read option. Brown hit him. Didn't quite make the tackle, but slowed him up plenty. Second and 13. Throws underneath to Andre Davis, and Davis goes airborne for a little bit there. 8-yard reception. That'll set up a 3rd and 5. Evold wants to pass. Intercepted by Charles Harris, sorry. And so they come up with a red zone turnover, and Memphis isn't out of this yet. Well, I don't know what I meant there, actually. First down from the 5-yard line. 35 seconds left first half. Almost caught by Malone. Instead, it's incomplete. 32 seconds to go first half. They throw underneath to Brandon Hayes. Hayes with the spin move. He's brought down. Gain of 6. And a little bit of breathing room here for Memphis. Still got 27 seconds left in the half. And then 4 throws underneath to Hayes. He's not going to get the first. And South Florida burns their final timeout. Coming out to punt it away. And it's a fake. It works. Hunter Brooks gets 6 yards and Memphis will just burn a timeout. Karen breaks one tackle and hit the wrong button on that one, so now we gotta just... Here we go, they're gonna throw it deep, I'm sure. Fires over the middle, incomplete. That saves time for one more Hail Mary to Sean Whitehurst there to make the tackle. And so, you know, maybe not the best clock management here on this final drive, but it wasn't the worst either. You only had like 30 seconds, and you still gave yourself a Hail Mary. There's a flag on the play as the pass was incomplete. They're going to get roughing the passer, and that'll be on Aaron Lynch, the left end, so Memphis will get another Hail Mary, I think. Yeah, they should, I mean. Defensive penalty on the with no time on the clock gives you one untimed down, so. Another Hail Mary try here for Memphis. Throws it up, incomplete. And we've reached halftime here in Memphis, Tennessee. South Florida leads Memphis 14-7. Memphis does get the ball here to start the third quarter. So, you know, the fact that the Hail Mary didn't quite work is, you know, it's not the end of the world. Another nice return there by Carl Harris. And Memphis is being out-yarded 183-78, but they're only down by 7. They give to Hayes on first down. He's got 3 yards. 7 carries, 38 yards for Brandon Hayes. And it'll be 2nd and 7 for Memphis. They want Jones on the screen. Tevin Jones has enough for the first down. 10-yard reception there, his first action of the day. And Jones makes the most of it, getting a first down. 7 for 19 for 50 yards with a touchdown and a pick is Jacob Karam. They want Malone on the screen. One spin moving. Kalen Malone's off to the races inside the 30-yard line down to the 21. 35 yards on the screen. South Florida brought the house, and Kalen Malone made one spin move right there. Got a block, and he was off to the races. Big time play there for this Memphis offense. And now they got it first down at the South Florida 21. Almost in the red zone. They give to Hayes. Hayes runs one man over. He's got 7 yards. 8 rushes, 45 yards for the sophomore tailback. 2nd and 3 from the 14. Second red zone trip today. The first one resulted in 6. As a man over the middle, and that's dropped by Tevin Jones. Jones had a first down easy, maybe even more. He just couldn't make the play. 1 for 5 on third downs, and you're in field goal range, so you can't turn it over. That's goal number 1. Don't turn it over. That's off the hands of Millicent and incomplete. Millicent probably would have had a first down. But no harm, no foul. You still get a field goal try. And Elliott's kick is up and good. The true freshman only has 1 miss on the year, I believe. Maybe it's 2. Studio update, Florida State 20, number 2, Syracuse 17. And Memphis trails 14-10 with 4:31 to go here, third quarter. And that is a short kickoff. It'll be taken by Montgomery. And Montgomery gets out to about midfield. A 35-yard return there by Davario Montgomery. First down from their own 28. Great starting field position here. First and 10. Evold wants to pass. Has a man open. It's Davis. Andre Davis with 18 yards before Bakari Hollier comes up to make the tackle. And now Memphis's defense is on the ropes again. They've got it in Memphis territory after only one play. Evold throws, has a man open. It's Montgomery. He broke one tackle, and Lonnie Ballantyne just saved a touchdown. 11 for 13, 140 yards, 2 scores, 1 interception for Evold. Lonnie Ballantyne with 5 tackles. This is the third trip to the red zone for the South Florida offense. They've got a touchdown and an interception in their previous 2. 10 yards there on the read option for Evold, and it'll be 2nd and inches from the 5 of Memphis. South Florida looking to go up by 2 scores again. And that'll be offsides on Anthony Brown. 1st and goal from the 3. This Memphis defense would love to make a goal line stand and hold them to a field goal. If that happens, I mean, hey, their kickers had one doink off the uprights already. This one would be a gimme, but still. Brown comes up to make the play. 4-yard loss. Anthony Brown making up for his offsides with a tackle on the backfield there. And he just absolutely blew that sucker up. 2nd and goal here for South Florida. They give to Pierre. Pierre brought down by Ballantyne after a gain of 3. 3rd and goal from the 4-yard line. 8 rushes, 56 yards for Michael Pierre. South Florida's 3 for 5 on 3rd downs today. And they'll give to Pierre. Pierre is easily into the end zone. I mean, untouched on his 4-yard touchdown run there. Took him a minute 55 to go, 50 yards and only 6 plays. 2:36 to go, 3rd quarter. South Florida leads Memphis 21-10. Here we go. We need another nice return to help give this team a chance, really. Craig can't quite get it out to the 30, but it's still a solid return. They'll mark him down at the 26. I would have said maybe the 30. Or I mean, maybe the 27 or 28. But they're going to say, take over at your own 26. As a man, that's off the hands of Reggie Travis. Karam's 8 for 23, 85 yards, a touchdown, and a pick. But there have been about 12 drops today, and that is absolutely ridiculous. Hold on to the dang ball. You're a wideout. It's what you're supposed to do. Hayes only gets 2 yards on 2nd down, and now it's 3rd and 8. 1 for 6 on 3rd downs. And that is a big reason why they are down by 11 right now. Feeling the pressure, they give to Hayes on the screen. And Hayes gets 7 yards. He's going to be brought down 1 yard shy. And you know what that means, don't you? Fourth and 1. Coach Yakov, Kolenkov saying, let's go for it. They're 3 for 4 on 4th downs today. Only need a yard. And Brooks has the 1st down easily. 5-yard rush there by Hunter Brooks. He's got 2 carries and 11 yards, does the fullback. And Memphis' drive continues on. Deshaun Whitehurst was there to make the play. As a man on this, or slants, rather, sorry. It's K1 Malone, and Malone has an 11-yard reception. 3 catches, 56 yards for Malone. Karam's 10 for 25, 103 yards, 1 score, 1 interception. And there's a man open underneath. Just underthrown. But Tevin Jones was open if that's a better thrown ball. 2nd and 10 from midfield for this Memphis offense. 1:07 to go, third quarter. Lobs it up off the hands of Jones. There's a flag down. Is it maybe pass interference? No, they're going to get roughing the passer instead. They came with the heat, and Giddens got to Karam late. That's his second roughing the passer penalty today. First down from the 34 of USF. 1:03 to go, third quarter. They give to Hayes, and this time Hayes is running room. The spin move, and Hayes will get 9 yards. 10 rushes, 56 yards for Brandon Hayes. Second and 1 from the 26. Under 40 seconds to go, third quarter. Memphis is on the move again. They give to Hayes, and Hayes bounces off one tackle. He's got 7 yards. First down, Memphis, 11 rushes, 63 yards for Brandon Hayes. First down from the 19 in the red zone for the third time today. They've got a touchdown and a field goal out of their previous two. They give to Hayes, and this time Hayes will only get a yard. And that might take us to the end of the third quarter here. No, I think they might be able to get one more play off. They don't. 3 quarters gone here in Memphis. South Florida leads Memphis 21-10. But Memphis is on the move, knocking on the door. Second and 9 from the 18 as we begin the fourth quarter. Memphis is not out of this game yet, but they probably need a pretty quick score. Hayes will get 4 yards to set up a 3rd and 5. 13 carries, 69 yards for the tailback. And they're gonna go 4 wide here on 3rd and 5. Feeling the heat, they give to Hayes, and Hayes got brought down almost immediately, but the blitz backfires again, as that's going to be roughing the passer on Todd Chandler. You would think this coordinator would figure, you know what, every time I come on the blitz, one of the guys hits Karam late. And then you would stop calling blitzes, but no such luck. There you go, 1st and goal. Those underneath, off the hands of Brandon Hayes. Hayes had a touchdown, I think, if he holds on to it. If he doesn't quite have a touchdown, he's awfully close. Second and goal from the 7. 5:22 to go here in Memphis. The Tigers knocking on the door, down by 11. Hayes can't quite get into the end zone, but he's got 5 yards. 14 carries, 74 yards. It'll be 3rd and goal from the 2-yard line. Two for 8 on 3rd downs. Here's a big one. And Hayes is wrapped up. So do you kick the field goal and hope your defense makes a play, or do you go for it? They're going to go for it on 4th and goal. This could be your ball game, as it's a 2-score game and there's just not a lot of time left. Karam hit as he throws, caught by Malone. K1 Malone with the catch on the slant. And that's Karam's 2nd touchdown toss of the day. And now they're going to go for 2 to make it a field goal game. That drive took 4 minutes, 8 seconds, and 16 plays to go 68 yards. But it works. And then caught by Travis, 2-point conversion good. 21-18, South Florida leads by 3. 4:28 to go, and you do not need to kick the onside at this point. You've got 3 timeouts, and your defense will make a play eventually. They usually do. Montgomery will take a knee. This defense needs to get a stop. Alright, here we go. It is first down from the 25. South Florida, 4:28 away from win number 7. Unless this Memphis defense has something to say. And that was nearly picked by Charles Harris. What a turn in momentum that would have been if Harris had been able to hold on to it. 2nd and 10 from the 25 for South Florida. Evold got a lucky break right there. 4:25 to go in the game. South Florida leads 21-18 over Memphis. Evold throws incomplete. Bakari Hollier was in the vicinity. 11 for 15, 140 yards, 2 touchdowns, 1 interception is Evold's stat line today. 3rd and 10, South Florida 4 for 6 on 3rd downs. If they can't get 10 here though, Memphis will have just forced a 3 and out. They'll have plenty of time to try and drive down and win. Evold fires, caught by Hopkins. And that's a first down. 4 catches, 74 yards, and a score for Hopkins today. And that'll be a first down from the 31. Still don't need to call timeouts yet, though. You still got plenty of time. Evold wants to pass. Throws it away, out of bounds, incomplete. 2nd and 10. And I tell you what, I'm a little confused by South Florida's strategy. I mean, yes, you only had by 3, but wouldn't you be running the ball instead of throwing it to, burn clock and eventually make Memphis take timeouts? Because essentially what you're doing is you're giving the Tigers free timeouts. And then they go to the screen and Tank Jakes blows it up in the backfield. Loss of 2. Michael Pierre had nowhere to go, and now it's 3rd and 12. South Florida's 5 for 7 on 3rd downs. They just converted a 3rd and 10. Can they get a 3rd and 12 now? They'll take a shot deep. Incomplete, deflected by Lonnie Ballantyne. And this Memphis defense gets a pretty quick stop, actually. I mean, they're aided by 5 incompletions on that drive, but a minute went off the clock, and now you got 3.5 minutes to take the lead, or at the very least force OT. Carl Harris with a 6-yard return. As you take a look at getting defensive, both teams have a sack, both teams have a pick. Memphis has 2 pass breakups, South Florida's got 8. And if you are this Memphis offense, you can still run your offense. You got 3.5 minutes and 3 timeouts, and you only need 3. You don't have to go into panic mode. So they give to Hayes on first down, and he's got 3. 16 carries, 77 yards. Fido Montgomery came up to make the play. Here we go. It is 2nd down and 7. Those underneath, caught by Tyreek Patrick. There's a flag on the play as well. And it's going to be roughing the passer again. That's on Elkino Watson. And it'll be first down from the 44 of South Florida for Memphis. First down, under 3 minutes to go now. But Memphis is only down by a field goal. They give to Hayes, and Brandon Hayes with the first down, gain of 11. 17 carries, 88 yards for Brandon Hayes. And Memphis is on the move. I think they're almost in field goal range. Throws, and that was a mistake. It's intercepted by Spencer. And he's still going. Finally knocked out of bounds. But a big mistake there. Cam should probably have thrown it to someone else. This Memphis defense needs one more stop. At the very least, hold the field goal. 2:28 to go in the game. South Florida still looking to throw. And that's dropped by Hopkins. So you're still saving Memphis timeouts. I don't understand your play calling here at all. 21-18, South Florida leads. They're definitely in field goal range. 2nd and 10. Evold wants to pass. Throws intercepted by Bobby McCain. And so Karam's pick does not come back to bite the Tigers. What a diving pick by McCain. Just outstanding effort. And that's their second pick of Evold today. One by McCain and one by Charles Harris. And Hayes gets brought down by his face mask, so instead of a short loss, it'll be 15 yards and a first. And Memphis still has a chance. Torrell Saffold, the guilty party there. First down for Memphis. They've got it at their own 29. They still have time. They don't need to panic. They still got 3 timeouts. I mean, you probably got to start thinking about passing more often, but especially because Hayes just got blown up in the backfield. He loses 4. Rashard Cleat there to make the play. 2nd and 14. Minute 45 to go. Karam going to take a shot. Deflected. It's incomplete. Jalen Spencer knocks it away. He also has both of Karam's interceptions today. And this is definite 4-down territory. Karam hit as he throws. And K1 Malone can't quite hang on to it. He almost caught it off of the helmet of the defender, but it just wasn't meant to be. 4th and 14, and this is probably about your ball game. Karam's got him, and it's Joe Craig, and he fumbles it. I think you have to challenge it. I mean, yes, you got 3 timeouts, but you got to challenge this. And that's exactly what Yakov's going to do. Oh, I don't know if they'll win that. I don't know. It's reversed. They say Joe Craig was down. And that'll save Memphis a timeout. And it keeps the drive going. They've got it at the 45 of USF. Fires over the middle, caught by Malone. There's a flag down. And it's going to be a face mask on the tackle. That's on Dede Lattimore. First down from the 23 of South Florida. Memphis with 1 minute and 4 and 3 timeouts. And all of a sudden you're thinking, well, maybe we can win. But you can't just throw it to the end zone and then have it picked off. You're in field goal range. You can't take the points off the board. And Brandon Hayes brought down for a loss of 4. go. Coming up on 40 seconds to go. Throw is caught by Joe Craig. He's got 6 yards, and that's big because that'll put him back into field goal range. I do believe. 3rd down and 8. Memphis is going to call a timeout, actually. Three for 11 on 3rd downs, 3rd and 8, but you're definitely within field goal range. So I think you run it up the middle, burn clock, and take this sucker to overtime. Elliott's kick is up, and it's good. Time has expired on the clock, so that kick will send us into overtime. Elliott is 2 for 2 today, and that one was... I'll tell you, I think Coach Jakob Cohen-Cobb made the smart call and just running it up the middle. You gotta get points for sure, so you just make it as easy as you can. South Florida wins the toss, and they'll be on defense first. First and 10. Memphis gonna start this overtime. Is underneath, caught by Jesse Millison, and that was a dart by Jacob Karam. Good for a gain of 14. First down from the 11. Karam 18 for 39. 162 yards, 2 scores, 2 interceptions. Those underneath off the hands of Jones again. That's about his 5th drop today. And Reggie Travis is like 3. But they're going to get roughing the passer on Elkino Watson. So it's 1st and goal from the 5. And you pound it up the middle for 3 straight plays. That is all you do. You don't get cute. You don't get fancy. You run it. And they only need 1. Hayes spinning into the end zone. Brandon Hayes with the 5-yard touchdown run. And they're an extra point away from taking the 7-point lead. Elliott's kick is good, and now we go to South Florida's possession for OT. Studio update. UAB beats Kent State 28-21. Kent State falls to 3-7. UAB improves to 4-6. And now it's on the hands of this South Florida offense versus Memphis defense. 1st and 10. If this defense can hold for 4 plays, Memphis will win. If they can't, we go to 4 OT. Down goes Evold. Johnny Farms with a huge sack. It's a loss of 8. 2nd and 18 from the 33 of Memphis. Here we go. Evold needs to make a play. They'll throw it up. Caught by Hopkins. How did he make that catch over McCain? There were 2 defenders in the area, and they all had fantastic positioning. It wouldn't have mattered as Jakes got to the quarterback late, but now it's 1st and goal from the 5. I just can't believe he went up and got it over not 1 but 2 Memphis defenders. Hey, sometimes good offense beats good defense, and that's just the way it is. Good throw beats good coverage. And on 1st down, Evold will throw it out of the back of the end zone. 2nd and goal from the 5. Believe it or not, Memphis has more yards of total offense than South Florida. They got 260. South Florida at 258. And that's caught by Price. Sean Price is not going to get into the end zone, though. 3-yard gain. Third down and goal. Evold wants to pass. So as it's caught by Montgomery. DeVario Montgomery makes the grab. And we're going to a second overtime. So this South Florida offense enters this Memphis offense. And we're going to overtime number 2. If this defense can hold the field goal try, Memphis would need a touchdown to win and a field goal to force the third OT. I mean, it's been well documented, but it's worth restating. Collier can't make the interception. When in a matter, there's going to be a roughing the passer call. Memphis had like 2 penalties on them the entire game, and they've got 2 in the first 2 overtimes. And that's on Tank Jakes again. First down from the 12 of Memphis. Well, from the 12. And you know, this is well documented, but it's worth reiterating. It favors you if you know what you have to get by sending your defense out on the field first. And Price just broke a tackle from Tank Jakes. So 2 plays and a touchdown are your result here. Now it's on this Memphis offense. Get a touchdown or lose. Alright, here we go. Fires over the middle, off the hands of Tevin Jones. Are you kidding me? Another drop pass from Tevin Jones. And usually he's not this bad, but today he must have had a lot of Butterfingers before he came, I guess. 3-yard rush there for Brandon Hayes. Obviously, it's 4-down territory. 3 for 12. Here you go. What play do you call? Do you go for the touchdown or throws underneath? Caught by Tevin Jones, and he just got enough for the first down. So Jones actually holds on to it this time. It'll be first down from the 15. Here in this second overtime, South Florida scored. Memphis needs a touchdown to answer. 2-yard rush there for Brandon Hayes. "23 carries, 95 yards, and a score for Hayes today. Throws on the slant, caught by Joe Craig. First down, gain of 8. It'll be first and goal. And now you go to power offense for 4 downs. If you can't get 4 yards in 4 plays, there's something wrong with you. Hayes will get 2 of them right there. Second and goal from the 2 here in this second overtime. "24 rushes, 97 yards for Brandon Hayes. And they'll give it to Brooks. Hunter Brooks gets mad at the 1. Third down and goal from the 1. Hayes gets into the end zone. Touchdown Memphis, and we're going to a third overtime. Elliott's kick is good. And overtime number 3, here we go. And again, you absolutely cannot make a turnover of any sort. A field goal is better than absolutely nothing. That was underneath, caught by Tyreek Patrick. There's a flag down 2. And it's going to be roughing the passer. Aaron Lynch, the guilty party there. It'll be 1st and goal from the 9. Here you go. 1st and goal. Ball's on the 9-yard line. Oh! Big mistake there by Karam. Didn't even see the defender coming. And now this Memphis defense needs a turnover. Didn't even see the guy coming free. Thought he had a man in a touchdown. Evel going down. He's sacked. It's a loss of 7. And so this Memphis defense is trying. They're going to do everything they can to keep them away from a field goal. Evel throws underneath, caught by Montgomery. And now you need an interception or else it's game over. 3rd down and 8. They want Pierre on the screen. Johnny Farms makes the tackle. But now they need a blocked field goal or a missed field goal. And they're going to call a timeout to try and ice the kicker. Any freeze activated though. That's not going to affect him. The field goal for the win. It's good. Oh, Memphis loses a heartbreaker in 3 overtimes. An absolute heartbreaker. Oh, it took 3 overtimes. But Memphis falls to South Florida 38-35. I'll see you next time as they look to get win number 8 and really ice up a bowl berth. So long, everyone. Have a great day.